to hands-only CPR training. My name is Ann, and I'll be your instructor for this portion of the training. By now, you should have viewed the PowerPoint presentation on hands-only CPR training, as well as viewed the video on what not to do. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the steps for hands-only CPR training. But first, I want to familiarize you with the hands-only CPR training checklist that you should have downloaded from Blackboard. It looks like this, and it has 5 steps that need to be successfully completed in order for you to pass a hands-only CPR. They go through steps like remembering to call 911, checking for responsiveness, checking for a pulse, checking for correct hand placement, and also doing correct compressions for CPR. The second document that you can download from Blackboard is your Good Samaritan Law. Make sure you bring this with you for your appointment with your CPR instructor. When you do that, when you come to class and do that, we will go over this form. You will be required to sign this form and hand it back in to me as your instructor. Many of you are probably wondering why we are doing hands-only CPR as opposed to the more familiar healthcare provider. Healthcare provider CPR is mainly for direct patient care staff. It is a more intense form of basic life support, and it entails CPR of the adult, the child, and the infant, as well as choking victim, and they take a more extensive 25-question test before they're allowed to be certified. The hands-only CPR is mainly for non-patient care staff, and they learn just chest compressions because in order to do CPR and save someone's life, chest compressions have been found to be the most beneficial to saving someone's life. So now you'll see a deadly scenario that could turn tragic without proper CPR training. Let's have a look.
Did you receive my email about this project? Because I sent the information about the graphic and reports and some numbers just don't seem to add up. They don't match.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't receive any email from you. Do you think you can resend it?
I will resend it.
Okay.
I revised the material all over again, and some numbers, they just don't seem to match. And for this report, I tried to look for old reports and try to find, old materials, but I just couldn't I didn't have access to reports. I had to have consent for the supervisor to get information for the financial department. And I'm so nervous because this is a big project. It's gonna, be really determined for our promotion and all this stuff. And I need to explain how this number come up, and they don't seem to match. If I had something additional that could help to explain, even if I didn't have access to it, that would be great.
You know what might be a good idea? Is if we had some kind of picture or graph that goes along with the chart that you have to help better explain the numbers.
Does
that sound like a good idea?
That's really actually a great idea. I actually have some material in my purse. Let me grab my purse and show to you what I'm talking about. That would be great. I like this idea. That would be great. Let me show to you what I have here. It's
Are you okay?
Oh my God, what am I gonna do?
Step 1, call 911.
Hi, yes, there's a medical emergency in Cook Library. Someone is unconscious. Please send help. Thanks. Jason, are you okay?
Step 2, check for responsiveness.
Jason, can you hear me? Breathe! Breathe!
Step 3, check for a pulse. In order to check for a pulse, you want to take your index and your middle finger, find the throat of the victim, and go to either side to the soft spot, and there you'll find the pulse.
There's no pulse. There's no pulse. There's no pulse. Breathe. Come on, breathe.
If there's no pulse, you want to start chest compressions. Before you do chest compressions, you want to make sure that you are on either side of the victim. For chest compressions, you want to place the palms of your hand in the center of the victim's chest, in between the nipples. You want to start by going hard and fast. You want to continue chest compressions until either medical personnel arrive or your EMTs arrive and take over your victim.
Here. Okay, and did you do compressions?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, breathe. You're gonna be okay. She's gonna be okay.
Thank you.
Thank God for early CPR. You're a hero.
I'm not the hero. The medical educators of the world are the real heroes.
Remember, follow these steps until help arrives. Then they will take over and transport your victim to the hospital. Always remember, early CPR is your best chance of survival.